Alright, what is going on everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video what I got going on for you guys is we're going to be discussing the new Tiffany Air Force One lows, which did drop today on sneakers, and if you should sell or hold this pair, since I know a lot of people are probably going to be curious as to what the prices are going to be in this sneaker, what's going to really happen. And I can at least say that your best bet, just to keep it simple and straight to the point, is just sell this off. But we'll actually get into explaining why I think that, and kind of bring my logic behind that. So if you want more content like this, check my Instagrams, any of that down on the screen, on the screen if you all want to, and you guys can subscribe and like for more content like this. Let's try and hit 200 likes on this video again. That would mean a lot to me, guys. So again, if you haven't done that, please, it would just kind of let me know you want more content like this on the channel. But if not, no big deal. Just down there if y'all want to do that. And also, don't forget, you guys can check us out down below at Hype Labs. Our runners, our ACO runners, we're copping people, pairs of Tiffany's today, and we did have a free ACO form for these as well. We've been teaching people how to buy and other general tips and early info for releases, daily under market pairs that you can sell for profit. And I'll post some of the success so you guys can see it more on the Twitter. But here was some recent one on the Sandrift Dunk Lows. I copped like 6 of these just using our ACO runners. Daily deal profits, you can sell those for like 40 each. So again, check us out down below. Join that waitlist if you guys are interested. It's just on the site right here, and see everything that we offer. All the full tools on the way soon. But let's just kind of get started here and explaining these Air Force One lows. So as you guys can see, the amount of sales on these have really been running up lately. 1,200 sales at $1,000+. So kind of understanding that, are these, they have some definite demand. When you have over 1,000 sales at over $1,000, or really over 1,500 sales at $1,000, that's a significant statistic. That probably means we'll be seeing these comfortably sit at above $1,000. But personally, what I would be doing, maybe unless I got something like an 11 and a half plus, since bigger sizes on sneakers like this tend to go up a lot over time. So if you are willing to hold it long term, might not be a bad bet if you got like a 13 or 12, 11 and a half, again, some of the ones I just named a second ago. But with this sneaker, again, we still have a lot of pairs coming in from raffles, or not a lot, but a decent amount. We had Nike in store today as well. We had the sneaker strap. I mean, there's a lot of pairs that are on the way in general. So if you want to pre-sell your pair, that would probably be the best thing I would try to do. Go to StockX, try and get 1,200 for these. I mean, these currently have a set market, but it's been dropping consistently. After, of course, the release today, they spiked up a bit because people are going to go to StockX and kind of rush to buy them, so they don't have to pay higher, or they think it's just their last chance to get them. So they're like, all right, I'm just going to buy these off StockX right now, whatever, not going to worry about it. So that's what most people are thinking about this sneaker. But it is one of those ones where, again, people are going to get it in hand. Some people are going to hold it. I mean, there was, again, a lot of botters. Don't forget, they hit like 400 pairs, 750, or not a lot, but some botters I saw hit 750 pairs. Some on sneakers today hit like 400. I mean, there's some people that just really cooked this release today. So this is mainly going to be sitting with people who are just going to be looking to sell them off, because obviously you wouldn't hold 400 pairs of these, and you'd probably sell some to apps, some local, some to stores. I mean, that would probably be what I would do. So just kind of understanding that there's going to be a big sell market on the way, if that makes sense. A lot of people wanting to take that profit. So that's why I'm encouraging you to do it right now as well, because the hold is more or less long term. I mean, these will rise, but it's going to rise kind of slowly over time, if that makes sense, because they're already at such a high price. Like, it's more or less a matter of how much more can they rise, if that makes sense. Like, these are already at $1,200. Do they need to be worth more? No, not really. So if we kind of understand that, I mean, give it a couple years, and of course they'll be worth more, because there just won't be as many brand new pairs. That'll be a fact. So there'll be a separate used and brand new market. It'll be completely different. That happens with a lot of sneakers, pretty much all of them. So understanding that, once there's less dead stock pairs, these will be worth a lot more. Kind of a basic thing to understand. Pretty simple thing. I feel like most of you guys would already know that. That's just kind of basic, like, supply demand stuff. If there's less supply but still the same demand, then yeah, they're going to be worth more. So that's probably what it will be in a couple years. I've already stated that though a few times. But yeah, you can see exactly what I'm talking about right here. I mean, these spiked up just a little bit after the sneaker drop. Completely normal. Like, this happens all the time. I mean, look, yeah, just because people think it's the last chance to get them. So spiked up a quick $100, $200, which, I mean, doesn't really surprise me too much. So that's also why I'm encouraging the pre-sale right now. It's because they just spiked up $100, $200. Like, why not get that extra profit when you can, before pairs land, and especially these pairs from raffles, and people are going to be like, man, I don't want to hold on to a $400 pair of Air Forces. That's a lot of cash to have held up at once. Think about the high retail price as well. people don't want to hold on to, just a $400 shoe. It's kind of like the red boots. We're gonna have the same situation with these, except these are actually gonna arrive in hand much earlier than the red boots. But it's gonna be the same thing. People aren't gonna want to hold on to that much money, so they are going to drop in price. So personally, that's why I'm encouraging the sale, is because there's pairs on the way. A lot of people want to sell them. Most people are already trying to pre-sell their pairs. So if you understand that, then it's just not one I would necessarily hold on to. And also the stock on Nike was like 36K pairs, but again, bought it to death. So I mean, it was a fair amount of stock. So I know some people that did hit manually. It did happen. Like we had members in Hype Labs that were hitting manually, and of course some of our ACO runners hit some of their pairs for like their personal collection. And I think we had a couple ACO hits as well. I had like 1 or 2 guys DM me about that. So some success there as well in a low stock drop. Pretty happy to see that, especially with people only submitting like 1-2 accounts. I mean, you can always submit more, but that's a feature we offer. But these are gonna, continue to increase. I mean, again, when you see, this is another thing as well. When you see this many sales for a shoe at this price in 3 days, there is a heavy demand. I mean, this sneaker is hyped. I mean, this sneaker's been posted everywhere. The attention has been there. I've seen news articles. I've seen it all over my Instagram, on the big pages. I've seen NBA players, Carmelo Anthony. He had the ad he did like for the the raffle entry for a few places, and he also had friends and family pair he was gifted. So they've really been trying to run up the hype on these. So that's the main reason I'm taking the sale right now as well, is that there is as much hype around the sneaker as it will get. And that's right now. This sneaker won't be more hype than what it is right now. It's just going to slowly drop off, and people aren't going to want it as much in a couple years. I mean, people will still want it. Don't get me wrong. But when it's like $2,500, it's not going to be as tempting. There'll be other sneakers people want. Other releases coming on the way, and this one will be kind of forgotten about a bit. But I'm not saying the pair, obviously isn't going to be like remembered. I think it's going to be one that we'll look back on and be like, yeah, I remember these. Crazy retail price, crazy resale price. That's how it is. So that's what I'm thinking about these, but personally, I'm taking the sale. I'm not holding on to these. That's my thoughts. So for any of my people with bulk pairs especially, again, there is some people with 750 or like 400 pairs on the way. Do you think they're going to hold on to those pairs? No, absolutely not. And the guys that hit like 750 pairs and are on Twitter saying, only selling for 1.4K, that's going to be cap in a week. Once the market drops, they're going to be like, oh crap, I'm holding on to a bunch of $400 Air Forces and the market is slowly dropping. I need to get rid of these. And what's going to happen to the market price? Yeah, so that's mainly what I think. Is because I wouldn't want to hold on to that many pairs. So I'm not even crapping on them. I'm just saying you better get your sales in, bro. I highly encourage it. And same to everyone else. Take that StockX pre-sale, use the label scan service we offer in the server, and then boom, you can wait until you can sell it in advance, and then once the pair comes in, you can ship it out, and you won't get charged like any like late ship fees or anything from StockX. Like you can sell it in advance. So we have that feature as well. So if you want to check that out, the group is down below. Feel free to check that out. But again, see our Twitter, success for daily deals, stuff like that. We got some more coming tomorrow, and we have a sneaker giveaway coming this week. So if you want to become a member, join that wait list. Again, you're gonna be eligible for a little giveaway coming down the line. We did one recently for a pair of Year of the Rabbit Dunk lows. Someone won those, so we got another kind of cool pair on the way. I'm gonna do like an SB or something like that. So that is it. Check my Instagrams, any of that, and I'm gonna end that screen recording. So leave your questions down below about these if you have any questions, but sell, because the big boys have a lot of pairs on the way and they're not holding on to it. That's my thoughts. So I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.